what is up? My name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe, and welcome to this July reset video. This is going to be very vlog style. Some different bits and pieces of this video will have been filmed throughout a few days as we prepare to enter into a new month. Now, I started filming these reset videos last month, so I do have one for June if you haven't seen it and want to watch that one as well. And I really enjoyed putting that content together, and I think you guys enjoyed as well. It is very motivating for me to make these kind of videos and watch them, so that's kind of what we're going off of for this month. Now for this month, I'm going to, as per last month, timestamp the video so you can navigate freely through it. So if some bits and pieces of this you do not care for, feel free to just jump ahead and move along as you wish. But we are going to be covering goals, so we're going to go and recap what happened in June and how I predict July is going to go. We're going to clean and organize. My office is a mess again. I have a lot of new plans. I also have a new desk which we're going to organize as well, but there's just clutter all over the place because I've been transitioning my office, so there's stuff everywhere, and we're going to take care of that together. We are also going to talk about digitally decluttering before the new month. I'm just going to give you guys kind of tips and tricks on how I declutter my digital space before I enter a new month. We're going to do some self-care and end up with talking about all the monthly favorites. So as I said, you can watch the entirety, watch some bits and pieces, and without further ado, I'm going to hop on in and talk goals with you guys. So, for goals. Last month I had 3 goals, if you guys can remember from that reset video. One of them was to work on my recovery. I injured my back and I was off of work for the entirety of June, and that honestly went very well. Unfortunately, there are still some things wrong with my back, so I'm changing from a physiotherapist to what in French we call an osteopath to kind of work those things out, those little bumps in the road. But I'm positive because I've been feeling better. I can do more chores, go for walks, and with that I will be going back to work. So I do think that I fully achieved that goal. I'm very happy. I am nervous about going back to work because I've been gone for so long and it was a new job. So send positive vibes my way, please. The other goal I think I pretty much smashed right out of the park was to spend time outside. Every day that it was nice out, I pretty much was at least a little bit outside. Now we've been getting a few gloomy and rainy days at the end of June, so I've been indoors more, but I do think that for like 80% of the time where it was nice out, I at least spent some time outside. So very happy, and I can definitely see that it has helped my mood, so very proud of that. However, what I have not been good at is incorporating reading into my routine because I do not have a routine. I've been going to bed at odd hours, waking up at odd hours. My meds kind of make me drowsy, and I've just not been taking care of myself, and I've not been prioritizing reading or routine at all. So going into July, this is one thing I want to work really hard at. I am going back to work progressively, so 2 days for the first week, then 3 days, so on and so forth, until I get back to a 5-day schedule. And during this switch, I really want to make sure I prioritize creating a routine that works for me, and that means incorporating things that will, for example, aid my recovery. So seeing my osteopath, going on walks, slowly incorporating working out with small weights as per my doctor throughout the month, and also incorporating things for my mental health because I know my job is going to stress me out for the entirety of July. Therefore, I want to prioritize reading, and I'm thinking about making a reading vlog about how I'm going to incorporate reading back into my routine and kind of structure my routine around the hobbies I want to incorporate in my life. So let me know if you guys are interested, but it's definitely a big one this month. I also want to continue going outside. I really did see the benefits for my mental health. It's been incredible, and I just feel my happiest during the summer. With my back, there's some activities that I have not had the chance to do, but would like to try and see how it goes. For example, paddleboarding, canoeing, and kayaking. Those are things I really enjoy and I want to do. By the end of July, I'm hoping to be able to go back to playing softball once a week. For now, it's not been working out for me, so those kind of like outdoors activities I would like to enjoy. And I also want to go camping at least once in the month of July, because camping is my life. In the next couple of years, I want to buy myself like a trailer tent, whatever they're called in English, because I love it so much. So that's another goal of mine. I also want to continue decluttering my home. As you guys have seen in the past few months, I've made a bunch of unhaul videos, but I've been unhauling some clothes, old books, a lot of things, because I feel like my space is hyper cluttered. Now I've been hauling some more books because the purpose was just to kind of refresh my library, and I've been doing a good job of that. So I want to continue refreshing my library, my wardrobe, and just my home in general. So that's another big goal. Now for reading and like content, I would like to try and read 12 books this month, and that really aligns with the idea of making reading a big priority. I am not much of a TV girl, aside from the 1 or 2 shows that I've been like watching, so I really want something like reading to kind of steer the way I plan my day and like incorporate it. So I feel like having a 12 book goal for the month makes sense, because then that would mean I have successfully prioritized reading into my routine. And I also want to put out 2 to 3 videos a week. I did a really good job, I find, with June and putting out content, but I want to keep going on that wheel, because I feel like for me it's beneficial. I love talking about books and just everything like that. I feel like it's something that really makes me happy, and I've been connecting with you guys and talking with a bunch of new people, and new people have been finding my channel, so very happy about that. The last 2 goals I have, which I have so many more goals than I did in June, one of them is to go live at least once this month. I wanted to celebrate my 7-year anniversary here on BookTube, but haven't had the time. And I've been a little scared to go live by myself, but I just need to kind of like get over that fear. If no one shows up, no one shows up. It is what it is. But I would like to go live and do reading sprints at least once this month. So keep me accountable. And the other is to start bullet journaling again, because again, that was something I really enjoyed back in 2020 when I was at a rough spot in my life. I feel like it was very soothing for my mental health. I did some bullet journaling, just also like tracking my habits and that kind of stuff, and I really enjoyed. And I have purchased some stationery from Etsy shops that were doing like massive sales. I will have a stationery haul for you guys, so I kind of want to put that to use. But overall, I want to be gentle with myself and remind myself it's okay if I don't achieve all of these goals, but also try to understand that these goals are to better myself and just feel better in my skin. And it's important to kind of be in the present time and enjoy the things that life is like giving us, like this beautiful weather and just all my passions and hobbies. I just want to feel good. And yeah, I work in the mental health sector, so I think it would be bad if I myself as a mental health professional would not take care of myself. So that's what we're working on. So the next step of this reset is to clean and organize. As I said, I have a new desk. I bought some desk organizers. We're going to try to organize something at this point in the video. I also have to like dust my office, set up my calendar for the month. I don't have my work schedule yet, so I'm just gonna like write what I know down. Those kinds of things. We gotta water the plants, we gotta do all the things, set up our habits for the month. So I will move you along to the cleaning and organizing portion of this vlog. Okay, hello friends. This is a before of the office in multiple shots, but also I have some new plants here, which I love. I still need to get a pot for this one, but obsessed. So the shelves aren't looking too bad this month. This issue here is gonna stay like that for now. This is for my bunnies, which basically live in my office. This Waterstones box is for a haul video, and then I'm gonna need to find place on my shelves, which is gonna be tricky. And I don't know what I'm doing with those organizers yet, so they're staying here. Another of the issues is here. So some of these are books I need to haul and put away. This stack here is my actual TBR, which I need to find a place to stack. And these are a mixture of both, so this needs to get settled. As for the bunny corner, I'm not going to vlog myself cleaning the cages, but the cages are cleaned every 2 days. So by the way, if you are thinking of getting a bunny, think twice. I love mine to pieces, but it's a lot of work. So their bowls need to be cleaned, the cages need to be cleaned as well, and gotta clean that blanket. But this area is not going to be vlogged because it's not really relevant. Also, she's just chilling, and she's like the cutest little thing, just laying there and watching cartoons, which you might hear in the background. And my other bunny is somewhere in the pile of blankets. He likes to hide himself during the day, so he's there. I wanted also to quickly mention I have done some reorganization because of my new desk, which I will show you, but my manga is now in this cart. I have 2 carts in my office, so I have manga here on the first, then I have my mass market paperbacks and children's classics. I know the lighting might not make it so easy to see, and then down here is my friend shelf. Basically, I have this one friend who recommends fantasy books, and then I read them. And now I have a shelf with the recommendations. So as the recommendations grow, so will the shelf. And moving to my other TBR cart, the top is basically all of the Afterlight hardcover editions I have, so they all fit in one row. And then I have my fancy edition of Skandar, which I'm still needing to read. Down here we have some indie published books. Some I have gotten to, most of them I have not, and I also have a few other random books in here that I need to read. The same goes for what is down here. Basically, it's just kind of like surplus that I want to read soon but haven't put on my shelves. And this is the desk area at the moment. So as I said, let me move this chair. I got the IKEA desk with the drawers and the 2 little legs here because I wanted more storage, and it really fits the vibe with all the bookshelves. It's white, it's clean, I like it. So currently, while I clean, I'm going to be watching Big Bang Theory. I have some stationery here which I need to put in my organizers, but I'm also going to film a stationery video for you guys very soon. Let's shout her out at the same time. I'll move you guys. This is a hockey new release I got from Stephanie Archer. She wrote a small town romance series of 4 books. I own the 3 first ones, and she just recently came out with this. There is no third act breakdown. So if you're looking for a hockey romance, this is dual perspective, and I need to read it soon. It released June 30th, so it's on KU if you want to support this lovely author. But I essentially need to log in on my Notion before putting it away. Then we have some more plants, which I'll show you a little bit better, but basically I bought plants when I went to IKEA. We have a little candle from my Bath & Body Works haul, which I'm leaving on my desk, but this space isn't too cluttered. If you know me, you know Pepsi is the OG. I also have some candy for while I'm organizing, and then we have one of my TBR jar which needs to be put away, and these here, which is basically the big part of today's cleaning slash organizing. We are going to reorganize the first 2 drawers. So this one here, which is mostly like stationery, washi tape, post-its, that kind of stuff, as well as this one here, which is all my tech, because this is gonna annoy me. Let me show you the other. So this one here is all of my planners, bullet journal, and the obnoxious amount of stickers I have from the Happy Planner. And those are all Etsy stickers that I use for planning. As I said, I want to get back into bullet journaling, and this is a bullet journal we actually got from Afterlight. If my camera would pick up on it, it is actually quite beautiful, and this is what I'm going to use. This is my always fully booked planner, and you know, the other planners. I am a planner girl. This one here is extra notebooks and all of my book sleeves. And the last one here is crafts for the most part. So we have all of my crafting paper, my markers, my puzzle games I like to do. This is cash stuffing, my Candyland board, and a random thing of glasses cleaners because I wear glasses. So that is kind of like what the area looks like. So really we need to sweep the floor. That is one thing I need to do. Then we're gonna put away as many books as we physically can. I need to put away my stationery and organize the first two drawers of my new desk, and then we'll move on to everything that is like calendar wise. So let's get into it. I think we're gonna start with the desk organization, which is like, I'll be happy when it's done, but I'm dreading it a little bit. So we are at the time where we are going to talk about digital decluttering, and I think it is very important to digitally declutter because a lot of our time, especially for people my age, is spent online, and I for one spent most of my time online compared to a lot of other people with YouTube and just content creation, and me watching booktube and YouTube in general as a source of entertainment and the social media. It's all a whole thing, and so I like to declutter and kind of give myself some space, and it helps with my mind as well. So I wanted to let you guys know what I kind of declutter every month. So the first thing I do is actually declutter when it comes to the people I'm following on Instagram and YouTube specifically. I like to go through, and if I like scroll on Instagram and I see people who I'm like, is this bringing me anything? I just unfollow.
I'm not sure I understand.
And I think it's been very beneficial. Sometimes I could just go through the list of people I follow near the end of the month and clear out, because I feel like sometimes we grow as people and then we become different to when we were following these people, and then it just doesn't make sense to follow them anymore. So I do like to declutter all of that. I also like to go through my phone. I declutter so I get rid of any old conversations on my phone that serve no purpose anymore, and I also declutter photos. So usually throughout a month I'll take a bunch of pictures, and by the end of the month I like to go through and kind of declutter the ones that I will not be holding on to, either because they're not useful or they're not like memories I necessarily will look back on. And I just don't like to have a camera folder that's like 2,000 pictures long. To me it doesn't make sense. I don't go through those photos enough to have that storage space, so I go through and I clear all of that out. When it comes to my computer, the first thing I like to do is declutter my desktop. Usually when I do content creation, I like film in batches and then I start editing. And so once I don't need content or I don't need thumbnails anymore, I just like to go through my desktop and clear it out and then have a fresh start for the month. Similarly, I do the same thing with my iMovie library. I do keep videos for like a week after I've posted them in case something happens to the files or I need to re-upload, and then they're gone. I don't want that taking up space on my computer because it's not good for your computer to be like stuffed to the brim. So I usually try to get rid of from all of that, and I just go through again like any documents or anything I've accumulated to work like throughout the month and make sure they're relevant and need to stay on my computer. If not, they're gone as well. I don't keep stuff I don't need to keep. Similarly, like I'm trying to declutter my house. And the last thing I do is clear off my memory cards, because when I film I don't have the time, and I just don't have the energy to deal with like, this memory card is full, and then it cuts you off in the middle of a sentence and you have to restart. It's not my vibe, so I like to clear out any memory cards that I have and just keep what is relevant and important and I have to put like in a video or I want to keep, and then I just file them away correctly. And I also like to make sure that all my batteries are charged so that I can go into the new month and start filming content without having the hassle of waiting for batteries and all that kind of stuff. So those are what like the things I like to declutter monthly, because I think that they really help with my mental health and just they put things into perspective. It just feels like a weight off my shoulders. I also want to mention, I also recommend decluttering your emails as you go. I usually do it as they come in because I have a hold of my email and notifications stress me out. So any notification I try to get rid of, either I answer, delete, whatever needs to be done. And so if you guys have a really big email stash, I recommend slowly getting rid of it, because the load it takes off in your head is just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So highly recommend. Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. We are clearly in my kitchen as per the coffee maker, but welcome to this evening of self-care. We are starting in the kitchen because I'm going to be painting my nails. I always do my nails in the kitchen because I use old placemats, because I don't want to put nail polish on my brand new desk or, you know, any surface. I am also back on my Big Bang Theory bullshit. I'm starting back on season 1 again because it is my comfort show. I just plug it in my ears and I'm a happy gal. So for my nails, I always have this like little plastic container that I bring with me. I have like my nail file, everything, but this time is extra special because I finally splurged and got this nail polish here, which, if it will focus, it is from the brand BZ Lady. This is essentially a vegan nail polish brand that I had first seen in a like eco store in a town near me, but those are like, the nail polishes are like $20. I am not about that life, but this one was actually over 50% off, so I bit the bullet, and I love this shade of pink. So we are going to paint our nails. So join me if you'd like while watching Big Bang Theory before we hop in the shower and take care of the mess that is my hair. And I'm gonna feel great. I always feel so much more put together when my nails are painted, so I'll show you guys the result once it is done. Hello, welcome to my bathroom. The nails have been painted. The color is absolutely gorgeous, if it would focus. Voila. And the application process with this nail polish is the best one, hands down, that I've ever had. Like, this beats any other brand. So the company had more on sale at my pharmacy. I'm gonna try to go back tomorrow and see if other colors are there. If any of you care, I can let you know how it withstands the test of time, maybe in my next monthly favorites and like monthly reset. So I'll catch you in the next segment of this video. So we are at the end of this reset where we talk about all the monthly favorites. I love talking favorites with you guys. I just think it's such a fun way to like share the love. So we have multiple categories, the same as last month. We're just gonna go through them and let's go. The first category is movie or TV show, and honestly my answers would be the same. Big Bang Theory. I am starting again from season 1. The Criminal Minds show, I have moved on to the midpoint in season 6. I had to take a little break during the month. We are back on the grind. But a movie that I did really enjoy this month is The Intern, and this movie is a movie I had watched years previously, but then on TikTok, you know how sometimes on TikTok like bits and pieces of movies kind of just pop up and it feels like you're watching an entire movie without really having chosen to do so? Well, that was my case with The Intern, but it brought back really fun memories of the movie, and so I rented it, and honestly 10 on 10 would recommend. I absolutely adore that movie. It is funny, it's sweet, it's empowering, it's all the things, and I love the actors in this movie as well. Such a hit. If you haven't seen it or are looking for like nostalgia vibes, The Intern is the key. For YouTube creators, obviously, I'm not going to mention the same ones as I did last month, although I'm still watching all of them. But some I've been really watching and loving their content is Destiny Sidwell. She is friends with like Haley Pham and Sarah, and I just love Destiny the most because I feel like she has a very bright and cheery personality. Her reading tastes are immaculate. She is very honest in her reviews. Her videos are always so fun and personal, and her personality just really shines through. And to me, she deserves to be one of the like big creators of the moment when it comes to booktube. I just love her channel. Katie's reading is also one I gravitate towards a lot, especially on rainy days or days where I'm just feeling very calm and just want something beautiful to watch. I feel like her vlogs are very soothing. Her personality is very soft and cozy and fantastical, and I just love the vibes her channel kind of bring out. And I also love Beth at Books Nest because I feel like she's very creative. She is definitely very hardworking. Like, you can see the passion and the work she puts in her channel, in her home. She recently did a kind of reset video and I absolutely love that one. It's one of my favorites I've watched in a while. So if you guys love reset videos, definitely check out Beth because that one was so fun to watch. As for music, I remain a Noah Kahan and Passenger girly. Noah Kahan came out with his deluxe album for Stick Season the 9th of June, and I have been listening to these songs on repeat very obsessively since then. Dial Drunk and Your Needs, My Needs are my two favorites, but I love the entire album. It is a no skip album, and yeah, that's what's been popping off in my ears this month. For food, randomly enough, I don't even know what they're called in English, but in French they are called chocolatine. It's like those croissants with chocolate inside. Obsessed. I have been having them for breakfast, which, are they a breakfast food? Not really. Do I care? Also not really. And it's just been the best time. The best time. That with fruit, just, it slaps like nothing else has this month. For favorite book this month, until the very last second, my answer was going to be When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I love that book. I talk about that book in my mid-year book freakout tag, which I will leave down below and in the cards. But then I decided to make you guys vote on what I should read for the weekend, which thank you guys so much for voting in that poll. The poll said I should read Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and I did just that. And this is my new all-time favorite romance book. I am going to make a video review for this. Honestly, I tabbed it so much. If my camera would focus. Look at this. I even have some tabs up here for like full pages that were like hitting me in the feels. But this is to me my love of Big Bang Theory in a book. Obviously it's very different but very similar at the same time, and I have so many thoughts on this book. It is incredible. I started this book at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. I went to bed at 2 a.m. and I had like a few pages to read the next day, but I essentially sat down and binge read this, and I sobbed during this book. Which, is this book sad? Not technically, but I want to make a review and specifically talk about some of the things this book has done and that I feel no one has talked about. So look out for my review, but this is definitely like favorite romance novel. Adult romance, by far, it's taken the cake, and it's the best Ali Hazelwood book. And for my favorite videos to film this month, I think my manga videos were really fun because it was, again, something more outside of my comfort zone, because I am very much new to manga, and so those were really fun. So I had my manga taste test and my first ever manga haul, which I put out for you guys, and I've met some new people on the internet who really like manga and were really nice and kind of gave me recommendations, places to start, explained some of the manga that I wasn't quite understanding. And so I think the manga community is very kind and welcoming, so I had a really fun time with those videos. Honestly, I've been having a fun time with YouTube in general. I just have been really into it, and I think it's the most consistent and most fun I've had in the last couple of months, so I am very, very happy about that and all my videos in general. So that is it for the end of this video and this reset. If you guys have done a reset, let me know in the comments below. If you have a video, I would love to watch it. And I will see you very soon with another bookish video. Bye guys, happy reading.